Shasu, Shasu, Shasu. I am Kanaya of the Shasu Experience, and welcome to episode 24 of Numerality, where sound meets symbols and consciousness finds clarity. I will provide the numerality for the day, which will include the elemental energies, tarot, astrology, personal insights, and numerology. Now, this week, Sunday, February 2nd through Saturday, February 8th, 2025, we will be under the energy of the six. The six has to do with domestic activities, care, caring, teacher, being of service, nurturing, protection, duty, harmony, balance, love, home, family, order, and truth. We can look at this week and begin to plan our steps from the one energy since it is the beginning of the new month. Now, during a 1 week, much of your action should be in alignment with the number one, and that will be acting in a manner of being direct, with boldness, taking initiative, spontaneity, and quick movement. Also, starting a new project, planting a seed, and acting confidently. Now, we can also look to the calendar date for guidance as well. Today is the 5th. Fives have to do with independence, free thinking, fast moving business, communication, trade, commerce, freedom, change, adventure, curiosity, magnetism, travel, competition, expansion, adaptability, versatility, learning life lessons through experience, mental adventure, physical adventure, and also cleverness. This energy of the five is also connected to the Hierophant, and that has to do with change, communication, sex, new interests, travel, freedom, traditions, being a teacher, support and structure within a community, faith, experience, adventure, versatility, adaptability, and cleverness. The Hierophant is connected to the planet Mercury, which is to communicate, to concentrate, and to transmit. It is also connected to the energy of Taurus, which wants to move enduringly and possessively. Its energies is reliability, steadfastness, conservatism, slowness, thrift, and gentility. So that I hope that is helpful for the day. You could especially lean on the energies because it is a Mercury day and the moon is also in Taurus. Now on to the planetary ruler of the day. Now today is Wednesday, ruled by the planet Mercury. Now Mercury wants to communicate, to concentrate, to transmit information. It has to do with trade, commerce, business, travel, communication, thoughts, and your mental process. Now, normally on a Mercury day, the activities that you'll find that'll best capitalize off the energy are activities like taking short trips, watching something funny, learning something new, studying, writing, researching, any intellectual activity, filling in the details of something, reviewing information like emails, phone calls, social media, etc., public speaking, and or teaching. Now, on this Mercury day, coupled with the numerality, the activities you could do to capitalize off the energy today would be journaling, resting, engaging in artistic, spiritual, creative, and or healing activities, writing out your creative ideas, watching something funny, engaging in financial activities, taking your time today, going with the flow. It has to do with home decor, maybe redecoration, relaxation, and taking a short trip outside and or through and in nature. So those are the things that you could do today. Now, on to the elements. Now, yesterday's fire element was the 24/6, and that is connected to the Queen of Wands. That energy has to do with family matters, gains, love, attraction, having fun, being easily liked, being goal-oriented, popular, independent, kind, warm, passionate, busy, active, and also ambitious. This energy is connected to the second decan of Aries, and that is connected to the energy of the sun. And the sun wants to project, it wants to integrate, and it also wants to express. Now, this lets me know that with the energy of the Queen of Wands yesterday, the idea we had and the action that followed with the King of Wands was now being nurtured and cared for by the Queen of Wands. Now we were more loving and kinder and gentler because we were allowing ourselves to be gentle when it comes to how we care for and nurture this idea. But the first thing we had to remember was that we had to start with nurturing ourselves first. Now, the Queen of Wands could assist with such energy. Now, the nurturing energy came right on time yesterday with the moon being in stable and nurturing Taurus, which it's still in currently. Now, our ideas had a space to expand yesterday, and with the encouragement of the Queen of Wands, it's likely that we will receive information on how to execute the expansion, or at least we were shown versions of what the expansion will look like. Now, the fire element for today, what is driving us is the 25/7. So it is a 25/7 day. Now, this energy is connected to the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands has to do with a change of residence, trials, health, success after difficulty, determination and drive, self-confident, charming, lovable, impulsiveness, travel, and having a fast life. This energy reverse could also mean addictions, arguments, and also hazards and accidents. This energy of the Knight of Wands is connected to the season of spring, and that's the sign of Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Now, fun fact about the 25/7 energy, this is also the gem of the year, and this energy will help us throughout the year in successfully accomplishing our goals. Now, I want to talk about the seven. The seven has to do with inner growth, self-awareness, self-discovery, rest, faith, spirituality, your intuition, inner knowing, isolation, thoughtfulness, eccentricities, mental analysis, philosophy, technology, discernment, and also science. Not science, silence. The seven is connected to the Chariot card in the Rider-Waite Tarot. It has to do with reflection, rest, health, vacations, victory, success, being in control, traveling, getting your way, using your willpower, being assertive, and the reverse energy of that could be a lack of direction, delay, and also self-doubt. The energy of the Chariot is connected to that of the moon. The moon wants to respond, it wants to react, and it wants to regulate. The moon is connected to the sign of Cancer, which moves sensitively with an emotional response to outside influences, and it moves protectively with the defense against attack. Now, this energy with the Knight of Wands lets me know that the 25/7, the Knight of Wands, the 2 is helping us to balance our decision making, helping us to be calm and patient while we go through these new experiences. The 5 is allowing us and helping us to be adventurous, not just with what we do, but how we do them. And that equals the 7, which allows us to rest, recharge, and to rethink. Now, the 7 being represented by the Chariot in the Rider-Waite lets me know that emotions, how we feel about our decisions, is what's going to move us in a particular direction. Our emotions can also change the direction of a particular direction if need be as well. The 7 likes to observe, so observing how we move through these new experiences is what the 7 likes to do. From there, it can take notes, collect data, and even do some research. Now, the water element, the lesson for this month has to do with the 11-2, and that energy is connected to the Justice card in the Rider-Waite Tarot, and that has to do with tests, legal dealings, quick decisions, decisive actions, balance, fairness, doing what's right, being impartial, seeing all sides of a situation, and making decisions based on facts rather than emotions. This energy is connected to that of Uranus. Uranus wants to deviate from that which is usual and ordinary. It wants to create and originate that which is different, and it wants to convert something without destroying it. This energy of the Justice card is also connected to the zodiac sign of Libra. And Libra wants to work unitedly with the goal of combining and harmoniously with the desire to manifest agreement. So that is the energy of the water element and how it is that we're supposed to work with our emotion. Now, the earth energy for today, what will support us for this day will be the 36-9, and that is the 10 of Wands. Now, that has to do with obstacles, intuition, invention, leadership, standing your ground, knowing what you believe in, protecting your family, learning something new about yourself, learning your strengths, stepping into courage. This energy is connected to the third decan of Sagittarius, and that is connected to the sun. The sun wants to integrate, project, and also express. Now, we are currently in a 9 year, and the 9 has to do with fire, sharp objects, physical health, fevers, inflammation, distant travel, accidents, iron, weapons, tool, death, eruptions. It also has to do with completions, dreams fulfilled, endings, inspiration, broad-mindedness, competitiveness, being independent, self-determining, and also charitable. This energy of the 9 is connected to the planet Mars, and it wants to initiate, it wants to activate, it wants to move. And the 9 itself is connected to the Hermit card in the Rider-Waite Tarot, and that has to do with change, endings, charity, inspiration, seeking solitude, contemplation, lighting the way for others, wisdom, responsibility, humanity, inner wisdom, faith, completion, endings, long journeys, inspiration, fulfillment, and dreams. This energy is connected to the sun. It wants to integrate, to express, and to project. And it is also connected to the energy of Virgo, and Virgo acts in a manner that is analytical with the intention of separating into parts and critically with the purpose of making a judgment. Now, the energy of the 36-9, 10 of Wands being the earth element, what will support us today lets me know that once we found out yesterday that we were prepared for anything, we learned new things about ourselves while stepping into this new story, this new idea of who it is that we are in this world and who it is that we want to be and how it is we want to express ourselves in this world. Now, with the 10 of Wands, we are harmonizing and converting our environment with something more harmonious, something new and original. The 10 of Wands signifies some sort of hard work that will come with building something from the ground up. Believing in yourself so much that standing up for yourself is nothing more than an intentional action you take towards your goals. So, with that said, the air element for today, the impression that we are giving in the conscious realm of others' experience has to do with the 50, and we break that down into a 5. But in the Rider-Waite Tarot, the 50 is connected to the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups has to do with love, family ties, happy changes, spiritual truths, happiness, well-being, experiencing good fortune, feeling grateful, and feeling aligned with your true nature. This energy is connected to the third decan of Pisces, and that is the signature of Mars. Mars wants to activate, initiate, and it wants to move. This element being the 50, the air element being the 50, 10 of Cups, lets me know that people may view us today as having a good support system. We may find that others might be insecure around us. They might tend to be passive or taking things out on us. They may seem to take offense to your confidence. We may seem as if we're grateful and fully fulfilled in life and nothing can really stop us. We may find that we inspire others. Maybe people see us finding solutions to problems in our own life and we can help them with theirs. You may appear lucky and or fortunate to others as well. And this energy can also dip into the darker side. So remember that the two came after the one. So if you can feel the tension, go back to the two and see the softer, opposite, sweeter, kinder, loving side of what the energy is trying to show you. The Ten of Cups and feeling satisfied is an earth element and a marker for a reason today. Stay focused. Now, the energies of the numbers that are compatible with the number 7 would be the number 7. That would be inner growth, self-awareness, discovery, and isolation. It's also the number 2, and that is connected to the energy of patience, companionship, partnerships, diplomacy, cooperation. Is also connected to the energy of the 4, which has to do with foundation, organization, structure, and work. And it also has to do with the number 1, which has to do with independence, new opportunities, planting seeds, and new beginnings. This energy is connected to that of Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, and also Aries. Now, on to the astrology. Now, around 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon in Taurus will be in its third decan, giving the moon an energy signature of Saturn. Saturn wants to limit, it wants to restrict for justifiable reasons, to control, it wants to govern for the purpose of benefit, and to discipline to impress upon the mind or memory. Saturn has a relationship to ambition, self-preservation, a conversion, endurance, integrity, caution, the elderly, and stability. Now, we are still in the first quarter moon. The first quarter moon happens 7 to 10 days after the new moon. It's a reference point where you can continue to commit to your goals and take continuous action. You can observe yourself and events while moving forward. The new moon happened and we planted a new seed in the sign of Aquarius. We are in the midst of tending to that seed by continuing to move forward with this first quarter moon energy of Taurus. Now, the first quarter, this is the first quarter because it's in the sign of this first quarter moon is in the sign of Taurus, and it's asking us to cultivate a sense of stability and nurture our values as we establish a strong foundation and growth and abundance. We can add the energy of Saturn into the mix of how we're feeling. We can build on this energy until we hit the sign of Gemini at 1:44 a.m. Thursday, February 6th. Before the moon goes into Gemini on Thursday, it will be void of course in the Mercury and Saturn energy from 10:29 p.m. Wednesday night Eastern Standard Time until 1:44 a.m. Thursday. Now, the void of course moon is just a period of time where the moon moves into a new sign. Well, the void of course moon is a period of time before the moon moves into a new sign in which there tends to be an amplification of emotion due to the instability of the moon being void of course. Now, with void moons, it can be challenging to focus. Things are uncertain and they're unstable. We are dreamy, sleepy, low on energy, and all over in our feelings. Thoughts and emotions may be unclear during this time, so be mindful of that. Now we have a few moon transits today versus planetary alignments. So the moon in Taurus will square the sun in Aquarius at 3:01 a.m. and this produces a personality that is very friendly and is very open. The sun transit in this Aquarius energy can lead to feelings of restlessness as a need for change, and the desire for instability kind of meets its mark, and it tends to be a little stressful working with those two energies. So be mindful of the restlessness and the need for change, and also the need to be stable may be kind of battling it out at this time. Now, the moon in Taurus will sextile Saturn in Pisces around 4:58 a.m. All of this is Eastern Standard Time. Um, this energy will create a supportive atmosphere for productivity and also discipline. This alignment will encourage us to channel our energies toward accomplishing tasks and embracing a sense of control over our lives. This energy will connect us to our emotional bonds, and they tend to deepen. They tend to deepen during this transit, and Saturn's influence can bring in an understanding of patience um, and mutual respect. The grounding influence of this Taurus moon can help us stay present and engage with life, even when it seems to be challenging or uncomfortable. Now, the moon in Taurus will sextile Mars in Cancer retrograde around 7:16 a.m. This can lead to surprising solutions and breakthroughs, especially in matters of family and your financial stability. The retrograde motion of Mars in Cancer is a time for reflection. And this energy can empower your innate ability to nurture yourself and those around you. Now, the moon in Taurus will conjunct Uranus in Taurus around 2:10 p.m., and this has to do with stability and revolution. This energy will suggest a combination of stability and revolution, where we value security and we also have a need for freedom and also independence. This aspect will bring a powerful shift in the energy that encourages us to break free from our usual routine and embrace change. Um, with this energy, expect flashes of insight and expect breakthroughs. The universe may invite you to examine your connections and understand the nature of your attachments as well. Now, the moon in Taurus will sextile Neptune in Pisces around 10. With this energy, it indicates a harmonious relationship between your emotional needs and your spiritual and creative talents and natural abilities. We won't have any planetary aspects until early tomorrow, when the moon exits its void, of course. All right. Now, with that being said, thank us for listening. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Feel free to email me. I will leave it in the description box. Until the next experience, be well and enjoy. Peace.